Alright, got the new tire on the front. Most of you guys couldn't tell a whole lot, but to me it's a huge difference. It's actually a 6-pound difference in the front. So I had a 3.50 because it was the only size I could find in a 19 at the time. I knew they made the 2.75, couldn't find it online. Finally did. Now we got more of a traditional dirt bike look now. 2 different size tires versus 2 of the same size tire. And a lot easier to do some wheelies or at least lift the front end up. Being 6 pounds lighter. Alright, can't wait to get this thing out. And then it's still set up for the sidecar also this year. So I'll be selling my other fat tire e-bike. Just mostly using this thing all year. Alright, got the Ultra Bee out for the first time with the new front tire on it. The 2.75. Get some lighting there. It is so much smaller of a tire. It's crazy. Weighs 6 pounds less. The front wheel with the 3.50 with the rim, the tube, everything was 20 point something pounds. This is close to like 14. So to save 6 pounds off the front, when kids are taking like the front disc brake off, like just to save a little weight and say like the caliper, maybe like no brake at all, saves you what? 2-3 pounds? That's 6 pounds. That's crazy. So in drive, yeah, it's lifting up a lot easier, and then in sport, obviously, it gets that front wheel up fairly easy. It's pretty frozen out there and kind of slick, so I wasn't really able to test it out like I really wanted to quite yet. So if you guys had watched, any of my subscribers that are watching right now, thank you very much. Very much appreciate the subscription and you for watching my videos. And this one, if you're hearing this, thank you very much. And those of you know, then it's kind of deciding on what to do, possibly even getting rid of my KLX 300 and doing something like a Stark Varg SM. And here is that if you've not seen that. So I've got your KLX 300 Supermoto, but I've got the Shinko 244s on it. So, and those are 50/50 tires, I believe, or even more. Those are pretty, or maybe these are the 50/50, the Shinko Golden Boys. These are like trials tires, dual sport. They were really good for the road. They're curved, rounded right there. So it's carving really nice and turning really nice so far. Like I said, I really haven't gotten too much at it, but these did weigh down my Supermoto compared to, I mean, especially talk about weight difference. Your stock, really cheap stock tire that they come on them. So I don't know. Probably won't keep those for long. I'll probably just switch that straight back to a Supermoto. I just wanted to, those were pretty cheap. And like for really good Supermoto tires, really expensive for the rear and I mean the front too. So went ahead with some cheaper ones. I think it was like 130 or 50 bucks. Maybe 160 at the most for both of those. Shinko so far have been fine. I've seen some crazy reviews. Like I would never put any of my family members on Shinko tires. Like it's like what? I mean, they've been a great tire for me so far. Now I have spare tire from the back. So if you didn't see that video, I couldn't find a link. I couldn't find the 2.75s anywhere online. Even Revzilla, I don't know. I just couldn't for a long time. Just ordered 2 of those. And it kind of worked out because I was making some trails back here. Or my path. Like I'm building that track in. So it kind of helped pack it down. And now we're back to functional bike. And I mean, that was over the winter. I didn't miss out on anything. So get this thing ready for the spring here. And then my motorcycle then is dragging this on forever. I just need an oil change. And that thing is done up exactly how I want it. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the windshield is on this Supermoto bike because I take this to work 30 minutes there and then 30 minutes back. That actually is very functional for me, the windshield. So I don't know. It doesn't look the greatest. There is a different one that's like not as tall. Probably that would cut that off. So yeah, I'll check into that. Maybe. So just windshield, maybe. Other than that, it's done up. Secondary throttle plate removed. All that. Fun little bike. It is a 300. I'm not expecting anything out of it more than what a 300 can do. So I'm not one that's like I rode that all last year. I will keep riding that all of this year. I don't feel like I need a sport bike or anything like that. I don't like going super fast. I just, up to 70, 80 at the most. And that'll do it. I'll do like 85. Especially with those tires, I was doing closer to 90. So here's my plan. After all that drawn out, I'm going to keep these bikes. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this bike. So that's mainly what this video is about. Is now that this is done, I mean, besides maybe pegs, pro taper bars, I've already got the grips, smaller stuff like that. It is pretty much done. So, like cosmetically. So powertrain wise, the stock motor is pretty fine for up to like you're probably closer to 30. But I don't know. I don't know what they burn out on, but people are pushing over 30 kilowatts with them. I think I'm going to go with Axon. The Axon controller, what is that, 46 kilowatts? And I don't even think I would get close to that. And then I'll probably do the Chai battery. So that is my plans for this. Obviously, what's that, like $4,000 or less, or just right at. I don't just have that laying around. So I am going to be saving for that. So stay tuned. And yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Probably get the Axon controller first, obviously, then. But like battery-wise, I want to sell this one. So I'm in Bellefontaine, Ohio. If anybody's watching this that has a Surron that wants a second battery. This is a 2023, so just the 55 amp hour. But besides, like right now, after I just rode, this battery is going to be taken off and brought inside. The bike pretty much has lived inside. But the battery always, whether it's hot, cold, not, it's just always inside. So right at just under 1,000 miles. So let's say $1,100, and I would let this battery go. So, let me know in the comments or try to look at it. It'll probably be posted on Facebook here shortly, because the lead time can be like up to 45 days for the Chai battery. So I want to make sure I'm not sitting without this fun bike for the springtime. Check out some, the sidecar's not out here, but I do still have the sidecar attachment here. So look at that video if you haven't seen it. Still got like some painter's tape just to protect there. But that'll attach right to my dog's sidecar. And stay tuned for some adventures. So hit that subscribe button if you are not already subscribed. And watch us have some fun. coming up this spring, or maybe even in the next day or two. It is supposed to hit 60 here in Ohio for a day or two, and then be right back down to 20 degrees that weekend. So that'll be fun. Can't wait till it's officially springtime and stays warm. But until then, check out some of my other videos if this is the first one you've seen. And stay tuned for Axon controller, Chai battery upgrade. And this thing's going to be ready to go, because I think Stark Varg is just too big of a bike for me. Size-wise. Again, that's not too much power. Well, I mean, it is 80 horsepower is too much for most people. But it's physically too big of a bike. So, all right, guys, enough rambling. That was a lot of rambling. I'm sorry. But I wanted to get all that information out there. Stay tuned. If you like either of these bikes, hit the subscribe button and follow me along with me this spring and summer. Peace.